Hey. Oh, there we go. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Temple Crazed here. So we're doing a little mail call here. Watches. I know that nobody will probably come on this late at night, but hey, whatever. I got some watches in. Kind of wanted to share it with y'all. Um, let's see. Where should we start? Should we start with the running watch that I kind of like? I kind of like this watch. I still got to sell it, but I do like it. So let's pop up the camera here. So let's bring it into focus a little here. There we go. Um, I'm gonna change the time on it so you guys can maybe see it a little bit. Oh, a little bit better here. There we go. There you go. I'm gonna bring that scope down in too so you can get a better look at it. So it's a Ron, something like that. It looks like we maybe got the tip of the sub-second hand is missing. That's not a big deal. I got a bunch of those. So we need to put a tip of the sub-second hand on, it looks like. Maybe just a quick cleanup of well, the crystal for sure needs to be cleaned up. Clean, maybe a cleanup of the dial a little bit, but this thing runs. I got this as a needs work watch. Um, it runs nice, actually. It runs really nice. And it stays like normal. Why is it every time I start? I'm allergic to streaming. That must be it. Every time I start, I have to sneeze. Anyway, I did a little research on this Rowan, whatever. I'm gonna pull up my phone here and read something to you. It's kind of an interesting thing. Did a little bit of research on it. Let's see here. Um, nope, that's not what I wanted. I found this info. It said what these watches they were made by Hufabrik William Epler, founded in 1927 after he bought the watch manufacturer Werthner in Bad Durham. 1935, the watch production moved to Bad Durham from Bad Durham to Schweissinger, Black Forest, or Schweissinger, Black Forest. Movement is a Epler 17. It's a pin movement. Um, Now, the funny thing is that from what I was reading on these watches, after 1960, they became Swiss made watches. Now, here's the fun thing about this watch the movements, I meant, became Swiss made. Now, look at this. MVT is movement, and that says German. That says German movement, and then Hong Kong dial. So the dial's from Hong Kong, but that movement is a German movement. Unbreakable mainspring is just something they put in after 1950 when they came out with the white alloy mainsprings. They called them unbreakable. The whole story behind that was when they uh, let's see here. Let me check real quick. One of the companies that made the unbreakable spring, I can't remember the name here. Um, Invented white alloy mainspring. Uh, just trying to remember who invented it. Um, Anyway, the company that invented it, and I don't remember, I kind of want to say it was Hamilton, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, the company that invented it, what they did was really something quite cool. Um, they took a watch with that mainspring in it and put it, and it was a gold watch. So they put it into Aqua Regia, which we've talked about is nitric acid and hydrochloric acid heated. It's the only thing, Aqua Regia is the only thing that'll actually eat through or dissolve gold. And so they put this in there, right? And this watch in there with this unbreakable spring, and after a while, the they went through it. Everything was gone from the watch. It was all in solution except for the spring. So that's why they called it the unbreakable spring. They also subjected it to salt water and everything, and it wouldn't rust and all that stuff. It's a white alloy spring. They are not unbreakable. I have seen them break. It is rare, but they do break. So it was just a ploy they put onto them in the 50s to get people to buy them. Not a not a actual thing. Uh, but I really like the colors of this watch. The silver with the blue. I think it looks really good. I'm not stoked on the sub second hand being red. I might change that out for a silver one, but it's got a very nice stainless steel band on it. A really cool German crest on the back of it. I haven't even opened it up yet to see what movement it has, so why don't I try to do that now? Let's throw it on a pillow. Raise that scope up. So this mail call is probably going to be a little different than what we normally would do with the coins. Just because I want to try to open up a few watches, take a look at some stuff, you know, go through a few of them. I am going to be working on a video. I know I said that I was not going to do a video of putting the Tudor watch back together, and I have decided I am. I'm not going to live it though. I can't. I can't live it. I'd love to, but it's just I got to be able to edit it and stuff. It's going to take a long time. So anyway, here we go. It is a pin style movement. And we've talked about these before where they don't have any actual jewels. They just use little pins. Yep, no jewels, but it is made in Germany, which, and look at it, it's just clicking away there. It is made in Germany, and I really like that. Um, you don't see German movements very often. And then what does the back say here? It says Hong Kong, so that must be where it was cased. And I'm not worried that it's Hong Kong. I'm not. And I'll tell you why. I've worked on some watches from Hong Kong, and I tell you what, they sell for really good money. They really do. So I'm not worried about that. Now, the dial being that it is from Hong Kong is not going to have real diamonds in it, which is a shame. It would be nice if they were real, but I would have to give it a about a 1% chance that they're real. And even if they are real, they're not going to be like top of the line diamonds. I mean, I have diamonds from watches, and they end up they're real diamonds, but they end up being like diamond chips and stuff. Not high end diamonds is what I'm saying. So anyway, but there we are. It's all back together again. I mean, we didn't go deep, just pulled the back off, but I'll clean it up. I'll clean up the crystal really good in it. We'll clean up any gook on the on the bracelet here or on the band here. Get it all cleaned up and looking good. Polish it up a little bit. I have this new polishing cloth that I got. Another whatnot streamer encouraged me to get it. It's made by Connoisseur. You get it at Walmart. You make sure you get the gold one because if you get the silver one, you can only use it on like silver. You can't use it on gold. But if you get the gold one, you can use it on silver and gold. So I mean, just a quick. I'll show you here. I'm just gonna wipe down the top of the bezel and stuff real quick here. It makes a difference so quick. Just gives it that little bit of polish shine to it. Makes a huge difference very quickly. And even watches that I thought I had completely clean, the outside, the cases were completely clean. I rubbed it down with this cloth, and the cloth turned black. So it does a really good job. Anyway, so yeah, I'll probably clean up this crystal here, give it a quick sand out. Probably just start at about 1,000 grit, go to 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, maybe up to 4 or 5,000. I don't know, and then polish it up the rest of the way so it looks really good. Make sure this watch is just cleaned up and looking just as good as possible before it goes up for sale. And again, this will be for sale. If you'd like to buy it not on Steam, or not on Steam, jeez. I was playing video games earlier with my brother. If you'd like to buy it not on Whatnot, if you'd like to buy it straight up from me, shipping, obviously we're going to insure it, so there's going to be shipping, we call it $20 with insurance and everything. Of course, I'll do look at that, I just polished up the back of that case. Look at that. Look at how nice that looks. I'll do uh, priority shipping. So it'd be $20 for shipping, and the watch is going to be another 120. So you're looking at $140 here on this watch. It is a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous watch. Or make me an offer if you're so inclined. But like I say, that second hands. If I decide to leave it red, I'll leave it, whatever. But I'm almost thinking. I mean, maybe. But my problem is you got the blue, you got the silver, and then all of a sudden, boom, you got red. Maybe the contrast works. I don't know. I like trying to match up my watch bands and my watches and all that stuff so that things flow nice. And all of a sudden, boom, a red dial right there, just a red hand right there, just doesn't quite do it for me. I don't have one in this blue. Otherwise, I would put one in blue because that would maybe do it. Nah, that might blend too much. But I think a silver one would work there. Um, I'll have to look. I'll have to think about it. But again, it could if you decide to buy it from me, well then, one of my viewers decides that they want to buy it from me, then, we'll just do whatever you want. So, anyway, that's a beautiful watch. I'm going to say that's from the mid 50s, early to mid 50s right there. A gorgeous, gorgeous watch. Now, we got a Citizen watch here. Um, this one's got the original Citizen band. It does not have a crystal on it, so it needs a really good cleaning. But it is a perpetual calendar one, and it is a chronograph. Uh, the hands are bent on it, stuff like that, from there being no crystal. It needs a really good cleaning. It does have a lot of scratches. Not sure what I'm going to do, because obviously I can't do anything. I don't have gold yet to be able to do anything with this bezel. So I'm not positive what I'm going to do here. I might polish this bezel out to be silver. I haven't decided yet. But it's really cool, and for cleaning, what I'll do is really, I mean, on the dial, I'll take everything off the dial to do this, but I'll show you what I'm pretty much will do. I just take a little cotton swab, usually dry, works best, and you just kind of very light touch on there will take a lot of that dirt and stuff off. A lot. I mean, that, and then of course getting out, and just giving a good blow off. This is a little hand blower. A little bit of that does a good job too. But this is a Citizen Eco Drive. It's a beautiful watch, honestly. It'll look great when it's done, and it'll bring in some good money. And the loom seems to work still on it too. I was just looking here. Where's my flashlight? Let's hit it with some UV here. Let's turn that off. I'll turn the overhead off too so you can really see it. Look at that. Still glows, so the loom still does work, which is great. Still looms out nice. I do have another Citizen. I don't know if I showed it to you guys or not, but here's another one that I have, another Eco Drive, and this one is running. Look at that. It also needs a crystal, but there's another Citizen Eco Drive right there. I don't know, Kind of wondering what I should do about the letters here, numbers that aren't black anymore. I have an idea. I've seen it done where you just spread like paint across it or whatever, and then you take off that paint that you just put on it, except for everywhere but, inside, down in those areas. So just kind of give it a good cleaning. There's another one. So you can see right there, Citizen Eco Drive. Next watch that I got was this one. This is another Invicta. I've had one of these before. Now, the thing that's irritating me is how this is moving around in here. It kind of tells me that there's a little holder that's supposed to sit in, and it kind of tells me that that holder might be missing. And if it is, I need to go back and I need to quick look at the original post of this thing. I want to look through the photos because I thought it was in there. Yeah, it's definitely in there in the post. So if it's missing when we open this up, then we have an issue. And I'll have to get a hold of the seller of it and say, hey, you forgot something. But yeah, these things sell really good too. These vintage Invicta, not the new ones don't. The new ones are overpriced and they're not that good. But these vintage ones, they really do sell really good. Come on. I need to get a new friction ball. Mine has lost its ability to be frictionist. Well, it hasn't, but it's a cheaper one. It's not a high-end friction ball, so it oh my goodness. Come on. And this watch is going to take me a while to put back together because my plan with it is to, I want to, come on now. I want to completely, see how bad this looks? This will be the first watch that I'll ever do the actual cleaning on. Or not cleaning, but replating on. Well, what the heck is up with this case? It's acting, oh, there we go. Yeah, see? He forgot to put the piece back in that goes around it. Right there. And it's in the photo, so I need to get a hold of him because that piece is quite important. It holds that movement from, doing that. But as we can see, the balance looks like it's good. I mean, it's a little sticky, but well, there it goes. And I can see down in there, I can see the, right down in there, you can see that pallet fork moving. So, that's good. It's really good. But yeah, I'm going to have to reach out to this seller and be like, hey, you forgot a piece of this watch. And either he'll send me the piece or he won't and he'll just refund part of the money. But he'll do one of the two. You trust me, he will do one of the two. So, anyway, I'll set that aside. And then the last one that came in today is, I think it's a favorite of a lot of people. This is a G-Shock. Casio G-Shock. This is an older one. It is a solar. The battery is shot in it, so I need to get a new rechargeable battery for it. So, this is the battery right here, the G73 blah 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 whatever. So, once I get a new battery for this one, once it's all cleaned up, a new battery and stuff, this is about $100 watch. So, anyway, that's what I got. Oh, I guess there is one other thing that came, and if he watches, he'll love it, but there's a thing in here that's white alloy, acid resistant, non-magnetic, will not set, unconditional guarantee, not to break and watch. Yeah, right. This is a new old stock one. It's all I could find. But this is the, in this little package here is the new mainspring. The new mainspring for the Tudor watch. And that's what I'm going to be doing the video on, is putting the Tudor watch back together. Now, I'm not going to be living it like I said, it will be I have to do the recording and stuff. That way I can edit and stuff because there's going to be a lot of stuff. But I'll pull it out here real quick. Grab it out of the packaging real quick here for you. I don't really want to touch it, but look at that little thing. Look at it compared to like my fingernail. This is my index finger. It is tiny. So that is don't touch it. Oh well, whatever. But anyway, that is the new. They put them in these cool little holders so that you can plop them in easier. That is the new mainspring uh, for the Tudor watch. So I can start putting the Tudor watch back together. I'm waiting on the crystal to come still for the case. You guys haven't seen the work that I've done on it so far, but it's been kind of extensive. So anyway, please reach out if there's any questions, comments, concerns, or if you want to reach out and purchase any watches from me. I'm glad to talk to you about them, and we will talk to y'all later. Have a good one.